Boom. Ah. Callie Murphy, Lee Saunders, Meek Spees, Tina G, Kathleen Cross, Tracy M. Wait a minute. Can you guys hear me? Just let's make sure you can hear me. I need to see some replies. Now. Tracy M, Stella Baxter, Solid Blue Sister, The Trump Reaper, Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio, Valerie G, Bernadette, and me, BDD in the FAHEEZY. All right, need to know that you guys can hear me. Monique Lee, Queen of the South, Veronica Cello, Linda K, Lucy L, Debbie Neiman, Callie Murphy says, yes, you can hear me, Tina G, too, Jamie from Wisconsin. Yay, you can hear me loud and clear. That's good. Punxsutawney Mo. Mike Oxsmells. Damn you, Matt Meehan. Cindy C. Scribble My Dibbles. Lisa Hathaway. Pamela Lacoste. That's PJ Lacoste. Zaya Ben. Let's see. Wilbur McCarthy. Mia Mia to you. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka BrooklynDad, and this is Storytime. Gling, gling. Okay, so great. We got those technical audio difficulties out of the way. I don't know what the hell that was. Maybe it was hacking. Who knows? But glad you guys can hear me. I see Tanya Karen G. Oh, it's Karen from Twitter. There we go. Jen Murphy is here. Ness from Connecticut. Paula Freitas. Eddie G. Audrey U2 is here. And Sylvia Correa. The gang's all here. Happy Wednesday, aka Happy Hump Day. We're getting over that hump. But today was busy. Today was kind of a whole lot of shit happening today. So we'll get into some of that in what I like to call our stories of the day. Wait, let's see. Cindy says deja vu of Monday, or did BDD forget to update show description? I don't think so. Let me see. Pretty sure I updated it. Oh, dang. There it is. Okay. Oh, well. Stories of the day. Yes. Stories of the day. The endgame of infrastructure has begun. We'll take a look at the numbers and the conflict. Facebook is getting a facelift or a name change. We shall discuss. Apparently, Brian Laundrie's belongings or his remains have been found. We'll get into that. And for our guessing game part of the show, we have Who the FAHEEZY Was That? Last but not least, for that you raggedy bish part of the show, yes, it's Joe Manchin. Raggedy bish. Gling, gling, gling. Okay. Cindy says, I count on show description to know what we're in for. Well, there you have it. We had our stories of the day. That's what you're in for. And while I can remember, I would like to ask you to remember to please hit that like button. Those of you who showed up early to the show, thank you. I tried to do so as often as I can. Now let's kick off our random chill tunes. What up? Peter is the boss. Hey, hey. Wait, not that. There we go. So, it turns out that I did actually, I won my fantasy football matchup. That's why I'm appropriating the Denzel Washington gif. I won that thing by the skin of my teeth. 5 points. 5 points. Now, with that said, my team is 3-3. It's not a great record, but it could be worse. It could be worse. I'm facing a team who they've got some talent, but meanwhile, my team is looking okay, aside from the fact that half of my team is out on a bye this week. But I should be able to put together another win. No? We'll knock on wood and we'll see what happens. Scout is here. Scout. With an emoji with happy face and hands like that. What up, Scout? All right. So last night was the beginning of the NBA season. Officially started last night, and the Nets and let's see, ramp a beat. Yeah, I'll put together I'll put together a verse. I can't do it off the top of my head, but we got to see a rematch between the Bucks and the Nets. The Bucks, as you guys know, are the defending champions of the NBA, and that right there is a picture of Giannis, who during the break learned how to shoot, learned how to hit free throws, and it's just not even fair anymore. It's not fair. The Nets got beaten like they stole something from the Bucks. Next up, last night, Wifey and I started watching this show. It's on Hulu. You may have heard of it by now. It's called Only Murders in the Building. And, I was slow to jump onto this thing. Almost like the entire first season has already dropped, 1 episode per week. And it's been getting good reviews. I had not seen a good Steve Martin project in a while, so I was a little bit leery. I was like, I got other things to watch. But the show is really, really good. It's engaging. It takes place in my city, in New York City. And it's Steve Martin, Martin Short, and Selena Gomez, right? So yeah, I enjoy it a great deal, and it's basically the three of them play folks who are listening to a podcast, a true crime podcast. Like when somebody, almost like Dateline. That show Dateline, when they try to piece together the details of how somebody died, how they were killed, etc. These folks are, murder mystery addicts, They all live in the same building, and what brings them together is a murder in real life in their building. So I'm enjoying this a great deal. The cinematography is great. There's some it's mostly funny, obviously. Steve Martin and Martin Short, you don't expect to see the two of them in a documentary. They are funny. They've got comedy chops. And there are cameos by none other than by Tina Fey so far. I don't know what other cameos are in the show. You don't have to tell me. But so far, Tina Fey and Sting have been seen in this show. So I'm really, really enjoying this. I highly recommend it. I think we were 3 episodes in so far. It's a good show. Taking a break from the serious drama of that show You on Netflix, which, by the way, I will cover that in our quick hits. Today, you should not be watching Netflix at all today, but more on that later. A trailer dropped for a movie that's coming out called Being the Ricardos. And it's a story about the life of Lucille Ball, or specifically, the events surrounding her becoming I Love Lucy, doing the I Love Lucy show. And I remember a while back when this thing was cast, Nicole Kidman was to play Lucille Ball, and I was scratching my head. A whole lot of people were scratching their head. Why would you do that when, Deborah Messing clearly exists? So this is a scene from the trailer. It's that infamous scene where Lucille Ball is crushing grapes under her feet. And yeah, this is the one good shot we saw in the trailer of Nicole Kidman as Lucille Ball. That's the one time. The whole rest of the trailer is like 2.5 minutes. You can't see her face at all, intentionally. The accent is poor. Doesn't sound like her. I'm not asking them to, make her exact carbon copy of Lucille Ball, but you guys could have gotten way closer. And look at this. Look at this picture here. I challenge you to identify which one is Lucy and which one is Deborah Messing, for crying out loud. Should have been Deborah Messing. That's her on the left. That's Lucille Ball on the right. Uncanny resemblance. And she's got comedy chops too, already. Who cried out loud? Javier Bardem, he's a good actor, but he's way older right now than Desi Arnaz was when they first started doing I Love Lucy. Desi Arnaz was way younger, and Javier Bardem has that big booming voice. They could have used Bobby Cannavale, who is younger, probably has better range. Whatever. So I'll probably watch it anyway, just to see what the hell kind of train wreck it is. Aaron Sorkin has directed this, so it should, he's a great director. So, oh my goodness, I'm seeing somebody's Tracy M is saying Desi Arnaz was racist. Oh man, these are things I didn't want to know. Sometimes I don't want to know when people I enjoyed in the past were messed up people. Nobody's perfect, but I didn't want to know that. All right, that's it for our random stuff. Let's jump right into the quick hits. Yeah, you son of a bee. All right, quick hits. Okay, so Netflix. Earlier, I touched briefly on the fact that we should not be watching Netflix today. Why? Because trans employees of Netflix staged a walkout. They staged a walkout from Netflix today, and that was in solidarity with one of their fellow trans co-workers at the Netflix in California, who was fired as a result of a controversy that spun out from the most recent Dave Chappelle comedy stand-up special, The Closer. So a lot of people in the trans community felt that Dave Chappelle was punching down, in his stand-up. And Netflix said, sorry, we're not pulling it. And, I am not one to tell any community of people how they should feel, how they should react to content that is directed at them, where there are laughs being had at their expense. I'm me personally, I'm not gonna be that one to say, "Oh, that was you shouldn't have been offended by that." No, if you felt it, you felt it. Just like I would not expect somebody of a different nationality or different race or ethnicity to say, "Hey, Majid, why do you get offended over those, black jokes?" You shouldn't. You shouldn't, because that's not how he meant it. I feel how I feel how I feel. All right. So anyway, they staged a walkout today, and they have some demands, right? They have some things that they want Netflix to do, and this is how you do it. First of all, there is no demand from these people. They are not demanding the pulling of Dave Chappelle's show. They don't want his show to be pulled. However, this is what they want. This is some of the things that they want. They want from Netflix, they want Netflix to create a new fund to specifically develop trans and non-binary talent. That's good. Increase investment in trans and non-binary content on Netflix comparable to our total investment in transphobic content, including marketing and promotion. You see, so you want to put content up there that's transphobic, you have to have an equal amount of content up there that is pro-trans. Positive. This is good. This is great. Invest in multiple trans creators to make both scripted and unscripted programs. Yes, absolutely. This should already be happening. They shouldn't even have to demand this stuff. This should be easy peasy, pass the salt. Here you go. Recruit trans people, especially BIPOC, for leadership roles in the company. Last but not least, acknowledge the harm and Netflix's responsibility for this harm from transphobic content, and in particular, harm to the Black trans community. They're probably not going to budge on that last one, but they should. They probably won't, though, but they should. This is, I stand in solidarity with the trans community, and not just for today, just for every day. For every day. Because if one of us is having their rights trampled on, if one of us is having their existence minimized or ridiculed or whatever, it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before they get around to us. First, they came for the trans people. And then I said nothing. No. Not me. I'm going to say something. Netflix has not yet. Oh, actually, wait. Tracy M asked, what did Netflix say? I do have a statement from Netflix. And it says here, we value our trans colleagues and allies. Thank you, Tracy. And understand the deep hurt that's been caused. We respect the decision of any employee who chooses to walk out and recognize that we have much more work to do, both within Netflix and in our content. That's a Netflix spokesperson. So I like that they said that, but put your money where your mouth is. Show and prove, Yeah, it's a good start, though. Good start. The Senate today voted to block debate on the Freedom to Vote Act. And the final vote tally was 49 to 51. You might be thinking, wait a minute, BrooklynDad, 51? Where did that other vote come from? That was Chuck Schumer voting with the Republicans. Now, let me explain. Apparently, there's some kind of procedural thing that says if you vote with the prevailing group on a vote, the one that wins, then you get to bring it back later for another vote. So he already knew that it was going to lose. That's why he did that. Yeah? Procedural vote. So the Freedom to Vote Act, it would make Election Day a public holiday, requires same-day registration at all polling locations by 2024. It ensures that at least 2 weeks of early voting for all federal elections. This is great. It protects election officials from undue interference, intimidation, right? It allows voters to present a broad set of identification cards for in-person voting. So you're not going to say, oh, you don't have this random ID, well, then you can't vote. No, they're a broad set of things. And it bans partisan gerrymandering. So, Linda, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, Kamala's vote actually wouldn't have made it a win. It would have just made it a tie. Actually, no, it wouldn't have even made it. The whole purpose of this vote was to vote on debate. And Schumer already knew they were going to lose this. And that was the whole point of having the vote, I suppose. Hey, there's a donation from Tanya Karen G. Thank you, my friend. Thank you very much for the donation. That's very kind. So, yeah, I'm going to take Chuck Schumer, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and assume he knows what the hell he's doing. Yeah? Facebook. All right, Facebook. Here's what we're going to need from you. We're going to need you to rein yourself in and stop allowing this prolific spread of disinformation. You got to stop it. Actually, what we'll do to address that is we will change our name. We will change the name of Facebook, and that will separate us from the bad. Stupid. Yeah, so Facebook, they're not addressing any of the other complaints that are brought up by Congress about how they are operating. Nah, they're just going to change their name. So today, there's a whole bunch of names that have been circulating on Twitter. Oh, Sylvia Correa, thank you, my friend. Thank you for the a donation. Thank you. There's, let's see, what do we have? We have fake book came up. Book face. Book face. That was Jim's costume from The Office. He was Bookface. Yeah. We had face palm, ass book. Let's see. I see some other very interesting names. I see Zuckerbutt from Meek Spees. Tracy M says Zuckerberg. Meek Spees says Q-Book. Yeah, they got some interesting names there. Oh, Mike Oxsmells. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Matt Meehan, for the donation, my friend. Yeah. Oh, and some people said ass book. Ass book is another one. Face plant. Yeah. Yeah. None of these things is going to change how they do business. They just have to change, and they can do it with the snap of Zuckerberg's fingers. He can change. He can stop the flow of disinformation, but that shit pays, so he's not going to stop it. Me personally, the name I like would be Time Suck or Time Zuck, right? Because when I first started using Facebook way back in 2008, I noticed I would pop in there just to check in on a couple of friends or a couple of relatives. I'd like a few posts, and before you notice, Hours have gone by. You haven't done shit with your life. And you just get stuck in a vortex. This time suck. Yeah, that's what I would call it. Time suck. So items belonging to Brian Laundrie. What's up, Michelle Bookout? I see ya. Items belonging to Brian Laundrie were found in a Sarasota, Florida nature reserve, and a medical examiner and cadaver dogs have been brought in. That would seem to imply that they have found a body. But we don't know yet for sure, unless something has happened, unless something has changed in the past 60 minutes or so. We don't have positive confirmation on that. You know, he might be, he might have been killed. He might be very far, far away right now. He might have killed himself. We just don't know. Nobody knows. Personally, I hope he is still alive. I hope he's alive so that the family of Gabby Petito will have some closure. They'll get to look him in the face and curse him out or whatever. They deserve that. And what's ironic is that, you know, all this time, the FBI and Dog the Bounty Hunter and police, law enforcement, they've all been searching everywhere for Brian Laundrie and any kind of anything to zero in on him. His parents, they go to that place, and 30 minutes later, they found something. Oh. I mean, was nobody tailing these two? Not one person had a bead on them to see, did they plant some shit? Terrible. Speaking of terrible, I should have shouted out a trigger warning before advancing to this slide here. Steve Bannon is still refusing to cooperate with congressional subpoena to come in and give testimony and documents to the January 6th select committee. So the January 6th select committee voted 9-0 yesterday to hold him in contempt. So now it goes to the Senate and goes through 15 other steps and processes before justice can be done, presumably. But in order for justice to be done, actually the Department of Justice has to step in and do something. And that remains to be seen if that's actually going to happen. It's very frustrating watching this thing unfold. Liz Cheney made an interesting comment, and I'm just going to play that for you now. It's pretty good, actually.
Of the 2020 election. The day before this all occurred, on January 5th, Mr. Bannon publicly professed knowledge that, quote, all hell is going to break loose tomorrow, end quote. He forecast that the day would be, quote, extraordinarily different than what most Americans expected. He said to his listeners and his viewers, quote, so many people say
oh, Jen Murphy, thank you. Sticky taco. Thank you for the donation,
Based on the committee's
Jen.
investigation, it appears that Mr. Bannon had substantial advanced knowledge of the plans for January 6th and likely had an important role in formulating those plans. Mr. Bannon was in the war room at the Willard on January 6th of the 2020 election. The day before this all occurred, on January 5th, Mr. Bannon publicly professed knowledge.
Okay, I think that's it. So, all right. Fox Hill Dreams, I do see you. I see you. Thank you. So yeah, that's the deal. this is a wait and see kind of thing. So wait. Somebody says, Mia says, oh no, the sound. Can you guys hear me? Because I can hear myself just fine. Meek Speed says Bannon looks like he leads a YMCA softball team of all perpetually drunk stepdads. It's a good one. Okay. So that's it, guys, for our quick hits. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump into our timeline a cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Da-na-na-na-na. Fun fact for those of you who don't know, that timeline cleanse tune almost became the BDD song. This. Yeah, but you guys, the viewers, you voted, you made that the song. So I like the other one so much, I kept it for the timeline cleanse. All right, let's see. First up, I'm gonna just keep it simple. Thank you, Honey Bunny 86 Arellano. Thank you for that. I'm gonna keep it simple with puppies because puppies, bro. The wagging tails. You know when they're happy. I love how I love how our own dog Rain acts. She's pretty much like this when we're coming home from wherever. You know what's funny? Dogs have no sense of the passage of time whatsoever. You could be outside, I don't know, go to the grocery store for like 10, 15 minutes, you come back and they like act like you've been gone for a week. Oh my god, Dad, I'm so happy you came back. Puppies, bro. Next up, here's a fun fact about me. If I'm standing, right, and I'm hungry, right, and wifey hands me some type of food morsel, it might be a snack, usually hot or something and flavorful, and I enjoy it, I will actually dance, right? And this is not something that, it's totally involuntary. My body just starts, uh, ah, yeah. Not unlike my dance for the show. So that is not a thing. The food dance is not a thing that is particular to me or to humans whatsoever. I give you the food dance. He's not sure. Wait, what? All right, I'll take it. Oh, yeah. The pause. And I'm gonna dance some more. Pause. That's like a Snoopy. You guys remember Snoopy from Charlie Brown? Yeah, that's like Snoopy's dance. I almost want to. I wish I had that. Dun 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 doom doo 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 doo. Snoopy used to do. I think he had a supper time dance. I think, right? Am I right? Oh shit! Deb B says that's a pig's ear. That's interesting. I had no idea what that was. Deb B says that's a pig's ear. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Next up, this is a TikToker, and they go by the name of Sogia, SOOOGIA1, and they saw a video of somebody who bought tickets to a show, right, to a music show. I think it was a country music, and they were told that they could not come in because they were not vaccinated. And this whole thing is very good.
The Hardy and Jason Aldean concert
Well, that sounds fun. I mean, I don't know who those people are, but that sounds great.
that we paid $150 per ticket and
That's a
paid
lot.
$500 for a suite.
Woo! Spending some money. It sounds great. Have a wonderful time.
We get here and we cannot get in without a Vax card or a test, which they're going to charge $40 a piece for.
Oh, fantastic. That sounds wonderful. You know, you got to have safety protocols in place, got to keep the community safe. I love it.
But we do not agree with this.
What do you mean you don't agree with this?
What do you mean?
Of course you agree with this. See, right here. Before you can even go to buy the tickets, you get the health check that's required.
Right
It
there.
very clearly states that, you'll have a negative COVID test within 72 hours of the event, or, show a vaccine
But they
card,
had to
or
read
the
it.
test there. And then you agreed to it. You had to have, otherwise you couldn't even have bought the ticket. See, right here. Boop, I agree. Dude, right there, you pushed that, and then you agreed. So is it that you don't remember, or you don't think that it applies to you because...
This is America.
There it is. Yes, this is America. This is a country where private companies can require certain things of their patrons. And that patron can either agree to those guidelines or not participate or patronize that business. Much like wearing a shirt or shoes in order to go to a restaurant.
No
You
shirt,
have to
no
agree to those
service.
things or you cannot come in. More or less, all businesses do it. America. So was it that you just thought that it wouldn't apply to you because...
America.
Oh, sorry. You scared me. Oof,
America.
that one. Yes, this is America, where the rules apply to, yes, even you. And what is it that so many people often say, people a lot like you? Ah, yes, I remember. If you don't like it, you can leave. Oh my God, that felt so good.
The Hardy and Jason
America. Samantha Hawkins says that's Gia Soo, SOO. And as I said earlier, her handle on TikTok is SOOOGIA and the number 1. So Gia Soo. That's her. America. All right, let's keep this show moving along, and we'll pop right into our the infrastructure endgame. I feel like we've been covering this on this show. We've been watching it on CNN, MSNBC. Video volume is low. Is that my video volume is low? You guys can hear me okay? Can you guys hear me all right? Hello? Hello? Yeah, we've been watching and following this step by step, right? Oh, the TikTok was low. Okay. Thank you. I remember, we all, I'm sure, can remember when Joe Biden stepped outside with Kirsten Sinema and Rob Portman and a bunch of so-called bipartisan Republicans and Democrats happily, cheerfully announcing that they reached agreement on a bipartisan infrastructure deal. Excuse me. That was the easy part. That was the shit that everybody wanted. They wanted roads. They wanted bridges worked on. Not complicated at all. However, the problem is that we have two deals. We have the standard bipartisan infrastructure deal, $1.5 trillion. And then we have the other one that has to be done through reconciliation. That's a big one. So that one, actually, when it first was proposed, Bernie Sanders was talking about $6 trillion. $6 trillion. $6 trillion. Brought it down from $6 trillion to $3.5 trillion. And, that is part of the art of negotiation. You start here, the other person starts here. And what do? You meet in the middle. That's how negotiations go. That's how they're supposed to go. Start here, you start here, meet in the middle. but usually one party needs that negotiation to happen more than the other. That's how that's how it works. If neither party actually needs the deal to be made, they can both walk away and nobody cares. But if one person needs it more, that's where the leverage is created. So now we have leverage because Joe Manchin clearly does not give a rat's ass one way or the other if this thing goes through. So, back up. So Joe Biden has recently been meeting with both factions. He's been meeting with progressives and he's been meeting with moderates. And in order to ascertain, what do you guys want? What has to go through? What can't go through? What needs to happen? Right? So, after all those meetings, we've come down to the wire. We now know what the numbers are gonna have to be. So Joe Manchin, a couple of months ago, said his ceiling was 1.5 trillion, meaning he didn't want to spend a penny more than 1.5 trillion dollars. He wants to cut this thing down to the bone. I'm not so sure it's he specifically, or if it's his big oil, big coal, big pharma handlers that don't want him going one penny higher. I've never seen anybody so goddamn determined to keep a number at a certain level. Never seen that. So, as a result of the meetings, Joe Biden has come out and says, okay, well, now the number is going to be close. It needs to be closer to 1.75 trillion to 1.9 trillion dollars. Now, overall, another aspect of a successful negotiation is that both parties have to walk away feeling like they didn't get what they wanted. That's how it works. That is a truly successful negotiation. Both sides have to be a little bit pissed off, but I can live with it. That's how it is. So here's the part that we might have to live with, okay? There are changes that have been proposed to what they're calling the human infrastructure bill. The price target is now capped at 1.9 trillion. Free community college, that's out. They don't want to do free community college, which really, I mean, they weren't asking for, Ivy League colleges to be free. They weren't even asking for state colleges to be free, or even city colleges. It was just a little crappy community college that nobody wants to go to, really, because it's an embarrassment. Your friends went to, Columbia, they went to Harvard, they went to, whatever. You don't want to go to free community college, but you don't want to go to community college, but yeah, some people do. I went to community college. Actually, wait a minute. No, I went to Mercy College. It's almost a community college. Anyway, community college can change a lot of people's lives in an instant. And free community college? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, my mom. My mom went to community college, Bronx Community College, when me and Scribble My Dibbles was little. That changed our lives. She was able to become a nurse from that and support us. That was huge. Child tax credit down to 1 year. Just a 1 year extension. That's shitty, Shitty. They should make that permanent. Right off the bat, the child tax credit is cutting child hunger and child poverty in half. Scribble My Dibble helpfully points out my mom went to Bronx Community College for free as well. Also helpful to know. Thank you, Scribble. I didn't know that. That's good to know. Paid family leave cut down to just 4 weeks. I believe the proposal was 12 weeks. and the clean energy program slashed. Now, we're looking at all these other things, really, but that bottom item, the clean energy program, that's the shit that Joe Manchin, if he couldn't get anything else, he had to make sure that clean energy program gets killed in its crib, in its infancy. So what does this mean now? Are we going to have a standoff? Pramila Jayapal has been pretty much taking the lead for the progressives. She's been the lead negotiator. And is she going to counter offer? I'm sure she will. I'm sure she'll probably try to counter and get it back up to something like 2.25 trillion, because that's how you do. You don't come in at, their bottom, because then they'll just push you down even further. No, you got to come in higher. So she'll come in at 2.25. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. And, what's going to happen now? Nancy Pelosi, I am sure, has her caucus, whatever they need to do, whatever she needs them to do, they will do it, because that's how Nancy rolls. That's how she rolls. She's got her vote locked down. But now, what do we do? What do we, us, the audience, the taxpayers, what do we do? Those of us on social media, do we shout out our displeasure with this deal? I don't know. Usually I will chime in one way or the other. But now I don't know, because these negotiations, I don't really want to mess with them. Frankly, I do realize that they got to come away with something. They have to. In fact, there is a soft deadline that has been imposed by President Biden. He needs something by October 31st. Why? Because he's going to a climate change summit, and he's got to be able to have something on paper and say, this is what we're doing. This is our commitment to climate change. Yes, Trump Reaper wants to know, does social media do more good or bad? It all depends. It really all depends. Social media is the straw that stirs the drink. It's what sparks conversations. It's what the media covers. The media often covers topics that are trending on Twitter. So those of us who are on Twitter and making hashtags trend, the media is paying attention to that stuff all day long. All day. So I do understand that the progressives are going to have to suck it up. And Joe Manchin's side, the moderates, not as much. I get a sense that the moderates can walk away from this and be like, I'm good. That means that would be a huge, catastrophic loss. I cannot impress upon you how big the loss would be if we come out of all of this and we have nothing to show for it. No bipartisan infrastructure deal, no, reduced, reconciliation, no reduced human infrastructure bill. We come away from this with nothing. Oh, we've lost. We've lost titanically. 2022 will be a bloodbath. It will be an absolute electoral bloodbath. It's something like we've never seen before. We will lose seats in both the House and in the Senate, because it'll just, the narrative that they're trying to pump up now is Democrats in disarray. And frankly, what's happening right now is actually, if you take a step back, this is a reasonable process. $3.5 trillion is a lot. $2 trillion is a lot. $1.5 trillion is a lot. It's all a lot of money. As soon as you have a T in there, trillion, that is a lot of money. So naturally, you can't have a, easy peasy, really quick, 5-minute conversation. All right, let's do this. 5 minutes. We're good. All right. No, you got to get down to the details. You got to get down to the nitty gritty, find out every line item, what's in there. What's in there? How are we going to pay for this? All that stuff. You got to know. So the Democrats are being responsible. Me and you, I'm sure, are very impatient with this process, though, because we are getting a look at how the sausage is being made. Normally, you don't get to watch the sausage being made. Otherwise, you wouldn't eat the sausage. But we're involved kind of in this process. We're watching, the give and take, the pull and push, it sucks, but that's how it happens. So I'm holding my fire for now. I'm holding my fire. I don't want to, I honestly don't want to spark emotions any higher than they need to be right now. I just want to chill. And let them work shit out. Once we have a final number and we have a final vote, then we can react, I think. We're so close. We're so close to something. I want something out of this. If we don't get something out of this, forget it. Joe is done. Joe's ratings right now, it's only one poll, Quinnipiac, but again, the media is picking that one poll. Quinnipiac, he's at 37% approval. What, nobody else has a poll going on? Doesn't matter. Quinnipiac says he's down to 37% approval. So Joe needs this. Every Democrat who is running for the House or re-election in the House or the Senate needs this. Even Republicans need this. We don't need to snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory. We need to get something done. That felt like a rant. I did not intend to rant about this, but I'm telling you how I feel about this infrastructure deal. I'm just gonna sit back and see what happens. Wilbur McCarthy says anything is better than nothing. It's also the thing, don't let perfect be the enemy of good. That's another one. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. That's another one, too. So, yeah, it's a whole shitload of money at stake here. And I think they can get this done. Gavin Rutherford says, I rant about it and I'm Scottish. Good. All right. Meek Speed says, I'd rather have a shitty Green Lantern movie than no Green Lantern movie. LOL. Ah, that's funny. I agree. Why is my phone acting stupid? All right. Okay. It is now time for my favorite part of the show. It is the guessing game. Who the FAHEEZY was that? Who was it? So what is this game? First of all, this picture, for those of you who have read the the best-selling book, The Littlest Present, will recognize this. Oh, wait. Me and Wifey are down at the bottom. Yeah, the bottom left, but you can't see me. You can see Wifey there. Anyway, yeah, this picture is from that book. And how this game goes is I'm going to show a picture of someone when they were young. Someone that you know. You all know these people. Some of them are politicians. Some of them are in the media. But overall, they're all politically related somehow, yeah? Susie Brizuela says she keeps her book at her bedside. Aww. Okay, so let's get started. When you recognize who that person is, you just type that person's name, hit send, and I'll read off the top 10 or so names. Here we go. Here's the first one. Who is this individual? Who is that? Not so easy. You guys thought this was going to be easy. I'm telling you, there's going to be some very difficult entries in this one. And yeah, I know. I say that all the time. I always say that, but this time I mean it. This time, this time it's for real. Ah. All right. Well, I won't keep you in suspense because you guys already apparently recognized her somehow. This is Amy Klobuchar, Senator Amy Klobuchar. And at the top here, we have Sylvia Correa, followed by Eddie G, Tracy M, Deb B, Linda K, Marie from New Jersey, Jamie from Wisconsin, Mrs. Mia Mia to you, the Trump Reaper, Olivia S, Gavin Rutherford, Jen Murphy, Watcher Soko, Karen Purdy, Susie Briswella, Michelle Bookout, Samantha, oh, no, not Samantha, Veronica Teller, Monique Lee, Lucia. Okay, you guys got the idea. Very good. Here's the next one. Ah, now this one, not so easy. Not so easy. Who is this dashing young chap? Who did this dashing young chap grow up to be? I see a few guesses here. Yeah, I see that I have stumped a few of you. A few of you appear to be stumped. Oh, I got you. Nobody has guessed the correct answer yet. Nobody. Let's see. Wow. Some people are saying Ted Cruz. Some people are saying Biden. Wilbur McCarthy said Jethro Tull. Some people are saying Tom Hanks, which I thought Tom Hanks is the person looks the most like. Some people even said Kavanaugh. It is none of those. It is, in fact, Bill O'Reilly. What? That proves the saying that evil eats you from the inside out. Yes. It's Bill O'Reilly. Lucy's like, no! Yes. Yeah. He looked like Tom Hanks at one point. This was before the evil got a hold of the insides. Yes. Okay. We're going to keep it moving right along. I stumped all of you. All of you! So proud. Here's the next one. Meek Speed says, it proves that even shitbags can be pretty boy fuckheads. Yes. Here's the next one. Who is this person? Anybody? Anybody want to guess who that young woman grew up to be? Who did she become? Is she familiar to you? She certainly is to me. Is she familiar? All right, I couldn't fool you. Yes, that was Senator Elizabeth Warren, who was my first choice for president. Fun fact. She was my first choice. I think she's fantastic. Fantastic. Let's see. Who is first? At the top here, we have Eddie G, followed by Peter is a Boss, Michelle Bookout, Susie Brizuela, Monique Lee, Ness from Connecticut, Cindy C, Mia to you, the Trump Reaper, Tracy M, Alaska Cindy, Lucy L, Valerie G, Olivia S, Karen Purdy, Gavin Rutherford, Linda K, Watcher Soko, Lisa Hathaway, Veronica Tello, Foxhill Dreams, Samantha Hawkins, Diane. I don't know who Bobo is. Oh, Bobo. Bobert. You thought that was Bobert. No. Okay. Here's the next one. Prepare thyselves. Here it is. Who is this haircut? Huh? It looks very familiar. Very familiar looking face. Young man must be in high school, I would guess. This is the senior year of high school, possibly. Yeah, very handsome young man. Yeah. I'm seeing some guesses here. No, it is not a jar of mayo. That was Meek's Peas. I'm seeing guesses all over the place here. Some people think it's well, I'm not gonna say what people think yet. I'm going to just show you who it is. Yes, it was Eric Swalwell. So, just so you know, it was not Madison Cawthorn or Jim Jordan. At the top here, we have Veronica Tello, followed by Eddie G, Alaska Cindy. Olivia S, Marie from New Jersey, Monique Lee, Sylvia Correa, Foxhill Dreams, Susie Brizuela, Cindy C, Mrs. Mia to you, Tina G, Samantha Hawkins, Watcher Soko. Very good, you guys. Very good. Okay, here's the next one. Yeah, that jar of mayo was funny. That was good. Who is this? Who is this young lady wearing the super duper extra short skirt? Okay, I wasn't fooling any of you with this one. Yep. Yeah, you guys, most of you are just answering just with the one name, Hillary. that's badass if people just know you by the first name Hillary. Yes, it was Hillary Clinton back in the black and white days. And at the top here we have Lee Saunders, followed by Eddie G, Tracy M, Mia to you, Veronica Tello, Susie Brizuela, Astyonics, Gavin Rutherford, Asmila J, Meek Spees, Lucy L, Olivia S, Sylvia Correa, Linda K, Cindy C, Lisa Hathaway, Jamie from Wisconsin, the Trump Reaper, Marie from New Jersey, Nez from Connecticut, Niger Pratt Mills, Diane London, Kimberly Moss, Michelle Bookout, Monique Lee, Samantha Hawkins. Very good, you guys. Okay. Trump Reaper, I'm not reading that out loud. Here's the next one, you guys. Here's the next one. Who is this dapper young man in his looks like Navy gear? In fact, this looks like a very old portrait. It looks like this could have been painted. You know, this was back in before the camera when they were painting shit. Oh, okay. Well, it appears that I have not stumped you all on this one either. This is President Jimmy Carter in his younger days. I'm guessing he's probably around 20, 21, 22 tops. Let's see. And at the top here we have Olivia S., followed by Sylvia Correa, Samantha Hawkins, Tracy M., Valerie G., Veronica Tello, Meek Speed, Cindy C., Monique Lee, Eddie G., Susie Brizuela, Mia to you, Gavin Rutherford, Marie from New Jersey, Lucy L., Kathleen Cross, Fox Hill Dreams, The Trump Reaper, Astyonics, Linda Kay, Diane London, Lisa Hathaway, Michelle Bookout. Yes, the stare has never changed. Indeed. Nigel Pratt Mills, Watcher Soko. As Miller J said, if that's Carter, hubba hubba. Yeah, agree. I'll agree with that. Here's the next one. Now, this, actually, I think this one might stump a few of you because this individual is probably not as well known as some of the other previous individuals. Hmm? 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 Kimberly Moss said, "You?" No. It's not me. I can tell you right off the bat. It's definitely not me. It could have been. Nah, it couldn't have been. No. Yeah, no. No. Okay. We were looking for Julian Castro. Julian Castro. Yeah. Okay. And at the top here we have Veronica Tello. Eddie G, I see you. You said one of the twins. You did not say who, so I cannot give you credit for that one. Mrs. Mia to you. Gavin Rutherford, Tracy M., Cindy C., Deb B., Monique Lee, Watcher Soko, Lisa Hathaway, Sylvia Correa, Deb B., and Wilbur McCarthy, Valerie G., Nigel Pratt Mills. Oh, wait, you said you listed both names. Let's see. Karen Purdy. Okay, very good, you guys. Okay, here's the next one. All right, I challenge you to identify the owner of these pork chop sideburns. Who could that be? Seeing some very interesting guesses here. Very interesting guesses. I'm really enjoying this game today. And today I'm enjoying it. It is a big tie. It's a massive tie. You know that was from like the 60s or 70s. Interesting. I have not yet seen one. Let's see. A lot of you. I think the two top guesses I would say are John Kerry and Adam Schiff. Those are the two top guesses. They are, however, Incorrect. Was looking for Suckabee's dad, Mike. Mike Huckabee. Yup. Yup. Totally gotcha. Boom! Stumped. Yes, Mike Huckabee. That's who it was. All right, let's see. Who do we have next? Okay. Here's the next one. Who is this, ladies and gentlemen? Who is this individual? Oh, you guys are good. You guys are good. Unfortunately, most of you are wrong. Let's see. All right. I've seen enough guesses. And I've only seen 3 correct ones. And we were looking for Sarah Palin. And let's see, who do we have with the correct guesses? Monique Lee is first, correctly guessing Sarah Palin, followed by Mrs. Mia Mia to you says, "Oh, this is Palin." Michelle Bookout correctly guessed. Eddie G says Sarah Palin without the glasses. That's right. And Deb B says, "Oh no, it does look like Palin." Yep. Yes, indeed. Okay. Here's the next one. You guys ready? Here we go. Who will get this right? Good job, you guys. I see Astyanics identified a troll, and then Trump Reaper nailed him quickly. Wow. This game, I really picked some stumpers. Nobody has guessed. This is Wolf Blitzer. Wolf Blitzer. Yeah, sorry, guys. So sorry to be stumping you left and right, but I'm fairly certain that the next and final one. Eddie G said, glow up. Yeah, he did. He came into his looks. Indeed. The beard was an improvement, Meek Speed says. Yeah, it's a huge difference, huh? All right. Here's the final and the next and final one, you guys. Who is this? Who is this young lady? I'm pretty sure you're gonna get this one. Pretty sure you all know who is this one. I stumped you guys on this one too. Although some of you, excuse me, some of you have correctly guessed. Some of you have guessed correctly. Okay. Boom. Boom. We're looking for Miss Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. And let's see, who do we have here? Correctly guessing at the top. Eddie G has guessed correctly at the top, followed by Marie from New Jersey. Mrs. Mia Mia to you. Sylvia Correa, Tracy M, Veronica Tello, Susie Brizuela, Samantha Hawkins, Deb B, Niger Pratt Mills. Eddie G said, Boricuas, no Boricuas. The Trump Reaper, Linda K says, BDD won this time. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Okay. Very good. Okay. That's it, you guys. Excellent, excellent job you guys did. Today I'm the champion, but that's very rare. Very rare. I would like to thank everybody who guessed incorrectly. All right. Those of you who are still here, I just want to remind you to please hit that like button if you have not yet done so. And we're going to wrap up with our You Raggedy Bish. And today's You Raggedy Bish.
I can't control rumors, and it's bullshit.
Bullshit. Today's You Raggedy Bish is none other than Joe Manchin, the senator that most of the nation loves to hate. Oh boy, there's some hate piling up on Joe Manchin today. Not just today, but for the past 3-4 months. I don't know how he does it. I mean, seriously. But today, in particular, a scoop was unearthed by Mother Jones. Mother Jones is one of those online, news outlets. And it revealed that Joe Manchin has been telling associates that he is considering leaving the Democratic Party if Joe Biden and the Democrats on Capitol Hill do not agree to his demand to cut the size of the human infrastructure bill from 3.5 trillion to 1.75 trillion, according to people who have heard Manchin discuss this. So, Joe Manchin said that if this happens, if he does cut himself off from the Democratic Party, he would declare himself an American independent. And he has also devised a detailed exit strategy for his departure. First, he would send a letter to Senator Chuck Schumer, the top Senate Democrat, removing himself from Democratic leadership of the Senate. He's in charge of some of the committees. Then, after a few weeks, he would change his voter registration from Democrat to independent. So naturally, he was confronted on this today, and this was his response.
I can't control rumors, and it's bullshit. Bullshit spelled with a B-U-L-L capital B.
I asked you, but
I can't control rumors, and it's bullshit. Bullshit spelled with a B-U-L-L capital B.
I asked you, but
I can't.
Bullshit spelled with a B-U-L-L capital B. Bullshit. But really what I think is bullshit is his whole demand of sticking to $1.75 trillion or whatever the number is, he's not giving enough. Like, who gave him that number? Who gave him that number that is his walk away number? So if we go 1.9, 1.8, you're going to walk away? Huh? That's it? That's how you're going to do us? You call yourself a Democrat, but you want to leave us in the lurch. We put up with your bullshit, I can get 10 Republican votes for this thing. You haven't come up with one Republican vote. Not one. And then you want to pull this, if I can't get my way, I'm walking away. I think somebody seriously is pulling his strings. Pulling his strings. So he says it's bullshit. Then where'd the story come from? Huh? Who shared this story? Who had the audacity to detail your inner thought process and your plans to leave? I think it was Joe. I think it was Joe Manchin. I think Joe Manchin planted that story with Mother Jones as leverage. So somebody is saying it. I'm not saying it, but somebody's saying it. Oh, I can't control the rumors unless I can control the rumors. And because he shared it with a journalistic source, since he shared it with a journalistic outfit, they cannot reveal their source. They don't do that. No journalists do that. Otherwise, if they burn their source, they would never get anybody to admit anything to him ever again. So it's highly likely he could have said, just between you and me, if they don't give me the number that I need, then I'm out. This is a scoop for you. It's a big scoop. But I will deny it if it comes out. If it comes out, I will deny it. It's not going to come out. But I bet you my lunch money it was him. You raggedy bitch. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and not only have I gone over, I have gone way over. I have 0 minutes. 0 minutes. How did this happen? I had my time down. I was messing around too much. I think I was reading off way too many names during the game. I'm going to try sticking to just 10. Just 10 names. I love to read off as many as possible. Anyway, next time, 10 names, no more. Veronica Tello, thank you so much. Thank you, my friend. That is very kind and generous of the donation. Am I going to do a black cat thread? I'm not really good at the threads. I'm not. I've tried threads in the past. I'm not very successful. I can do one, black cat, post and then let the rest of you guys fill it out. I could do that. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me for another fun episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka BrooklynDad. If you have not yet gotten your shot, please go and get some. Oh, name of that candy. Let's see. I did want to do this today. Let's see. I have these things here. And I have, this one is watermelon. Watermelon's my favorite. What the hell? I have grape. Grape is also pretty good too. But I think this one says mystery pop. I'm going to do the mystery pop right now. And I don't even know what flavor this is. It's white. It's white. That's weird. Can't even tell. I'll tell you what it is. Oh, that's good. It's white. I don't have a clue what it is. Tastes really good. Cindy C thinks probably coconut. Could be coconut or I think it's coconut. Delicious. And I don't like coconut, but this is good. All right, you guys. I won't be here tomorrow, but I will be back Friday. I will be back. Oh, it could be vanilla too, come to think of it. Lee Saunders thinks it's vanilla. It's delicious. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So make sure you get your shot. Wear your mask. Keep your social distance. 6 feet or better. And have a lovely, relaxing evening. So, as I was saying, won't be here tomorrow, but I'll be back Friday, same time, same place. I love you all. Peace. Mixed Peas said talcum powder flavor. No. Alaska Cindy believes it's a cream soda. Let me see. Yeah, you know what? It could be cream soda. I used to be so much better at guessing at guessing flavors. Especially like with jelly beans, those flavored jelly beans. I could tell you what flavor the jelly beans are. I honestly don't know what this is. It's good though. Hey! Adios, Olivia. The Harry Potter jelly beans. Yeah, I try to avoid the vomit flavored jelly beans. They have vomit and other nasty ones too. Smila J says lemon lime are second to mystery flavor. Wilbur McCarthy has a riddle. What is brown and sits on a bench? The answer, it's Beethoven's last movement. That's good. That's good. All right, you guys. Thank you again for a very fun episode. Yeah, but now it's that time. You need to leave.